Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Tyrone. I appreciate you guys tuning in for another video. Subscriber count has went up a whole lot as of this far. I believe this is going to be like my 10th or so video. So I got some people who are supporting the channel, man. I appreciate you guys. Last video I mentioned that a lot of people are watching the videos but not subscribing to the channel. And it seems like some of y'all heard me. I do appreciate the support. Making the whole YouTube videos, all this stuff is new to me, so I do appreciate the support. It helps motivate me, to make content like this. But also I understand that it's something that you have to, it's a continuous project, and it's not going to blow up right away. And if I'm being honest with you, that's not why I'm doing it. I'm here to educate you guys. I really want to encourage men and everybody else to be the best versions of themselves. So with that being said, man, let's get into a video. Also, I noticed that a lot of YouTubers always keep a drink with them, and I never knew why. And I don't know what it is, but like when you're talking for minutes on end, your throat just fucking constantly dries out. So y'all hear me clearing my voice, you probably think like this motherfucker's got COVID or some shit, or he's sick. But it's like the more I talk, my throat dries out. So I'm gonna have to keep breaking and taking drinks in between. This is Gatorade Zero with creatine in it. So for those of y'all that drink creatine or BCAAs, I get the unflavored, and then I'll either do like the Crystal Light packets or the Gatorade Zero, and I'll just throw it in there. It's pretty good. There's no sugar, only 5 calories, so it's better this way. And you get your creatine in. But anyways, this video is going to be for the spiritual community. This video is going to be for those of y'all that practice meditation, or for those of y'all that are spiritually in tune or thinking about becoming spiritually in tune, practicing meditation and all those things that go along with being spiritual, spirituality. So something that has been on my mind a whole lot is I want to encourage you guys to really pay attention to your dreams. A lot of people, first of all, a lot of people don't even have dreams, and when they do have dreams, they forget those dreams as soon as they wake up. I have noticed myself that when I am not being present within my day-to-day life, when I am not being present in my relationships, or being present with myself when I am working out, or being present at work, when my mind is somewhere else and I'm constantly 10 different places, rather than just focusing on what it is that I am doing right now in the moment, in the situation, I am not capable of remembering my dreams. Now, when I remind myself throughout the day, to focus on my breath, or to be present in what it is that I'm doing, that way I can accomplish said task in order to move on to the next one, I will remember my dreams a whole lot more. Now, this question is going to be for you guys. I would like for you to answer it in the comments for me. Do you remember, or do you have dreams that come true? Have you ever had a dream and then days later it comes true, or the next day it happens? Or have you ever dreamt about a person and then next week you see him, or something crazy, someone you haven't seen in years? This always happens to me. And when I had my whole spiritual awakening, this is something that I'll have to make a whole nother video on. When I had my whole spiritual awakening and I really got deep into my meditation, and I started practicing meditation, and I learned what the difference is between your ego and your soul, your conscious and subconscious mind, I started to notice that I would have dreams and then it would happen. And it was too many times for it to be just a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? People who are ignorant towards life, they're going to sit here and tell you that when you're having dreams, it's just a coincidence, or dreams don't mean anything. They mean something. When you become spiritual, like I said, this video is for those who were spiritual, for those of y'all that have already broken out of the matrix, for those of y'all that are not programmed. When you are spiritually in tune with yourself and when you are having those dreams, you can understand that everything is connected. You know what I'm saying? Everything is energy. Energy is neither created nor destroyed, therefore you are energy. So with that being said, your dreams mean something and they correlate to the subconscious mind. You could be running from something or running from a problem that you have been having in your life. So I'm going to give you all an example, because the way that it makes sense in my head versus the way that I can verbally say it to you guys is sometimes I struggle. I'm sure you all have realized, but I'll get better at it. I've had this continuous dream since I was a child that there is this dark male figure that breaks into my house, and I have not been able to fight him off. You know, have you guys ever had those dreams where you're like fucking fighting somebody and your arms don't work, or your legs are stuck, or you're slow, or you're throwing punches and it's just like rolling off someone's face? That has been this dream since I was a child. I've had this dream of a man that is represented by a different character every single time that breaks into my front door. No matter where it is that I'm living, every single time that I have moved, I have had the same exact dream. And in every single dream, I have came close to defeating him, but I cannot defeat him. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that dream right there could mean a number of things. And as of recently, I am taking it to be that dark figure that is breaking in to battle me is myself. I am the only one that is holding me back in order to move on to the next level. And it wasn't until as of recently when I started to break out of the matrix and break out of the programming, when I had my spiritual awakening, that I have been able to defeat this figure, this what I take as this version of me. That, like I said, that dream I've had since I was a child, and every single time I battled this person, he defeated me, and it always ended in death. And the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because in a situation like that, you know, a person who is not spiritual, or a person who is not spiritually in tune, oh, it's just a scary dream. Oh, it's just you're having a nightmare. But when I have had this dream, you know, probably 50 fucking times throughout the entirety of my life up until this point, it has to mean something. You know, something in my subconscious mind is trying to, you know, scream out to me and tell me that, you know, it is you versus you. It's you are the only person that can defeat you, and the reason why you are not where it is that you know you can be is because you keep losing to yourself, whether that be temptation or being distracted or doubting myself, or, you know, not being confident. Whatever the case is, it is me versus me, and until I beat this old version of me, I cannot move on until the next chapter of my life. So that's just an example, and I know I kind of took you guys everywhere with that example, but that is just an example of how your dreams can mean something. A lot of people are going to say that kind of thinking is crazy, blah blah blah. I ain't trying to hear it. This video is for those of y'all who are spiritually in tune, for those of y'all that are aware of the ego versus the soul. So if that isn't you, you're not going to understand this. If you haven't had some sort of spiritual awakening or some sort of understanding of a higher power and meeting with a higher power, you are not going to be able to comprehend my level of consciousness right now. So with that being said, like I said, I will make a video on that in itself, spiritual awakening and how to practice meditating and manifestation and all of those things. Those are things that the New Age spirituality has kind of ruined, people think when it comes to manifestation that you can just say shit and it's going to happen, and that is not the case. Manifestation is followed by action in order to get to where it is that you are manifesting, or the materialistic things that you are manifesting, or the partner that you are manifesting in order to receive them. For example, I was talking to one of my clients today, and we were talking about kind of like the differences between religions and spirituality. We were having a good conversation about it, and I had mentioned to her that I believe that spirituality is going within yourself, realizing and understanding that God is within you, and a lot of man-made religions are going outside of you in order to receive answers. You know what I'm saying? Here we go again. Oh, the only time that shit's disgusting is when the creatine sits at the bottom of the drink, and then it feels like you're drinking sand. That shit's disgusting. And I just brushed my teeth, so that wasn't good. I don't know why it didn't taste like that earlier. I don't know if it's because I let it sit. Maybe I should shake it. But that shit is disgusting. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that tastes a lot better. Excuse me. Anyways, we were having a discussion about the differences between... I totally lost my train of thought. We were having a discussion about the differences between spirituality and religion. And I was just talking to her about kind of my viewpoints and what it is that I thought the differences were between spirituality and religion. And I find that anytime I go within myself in order to find the answer, I think about life as a video game. You know what I'm saying? Life, this is fucking Grand Theft Auto. Like, this is straight up fucking Grand Theft Auto. And in order for you to unlock the next mission or the next version of your life, you have to go within yourself, right? So the answers are already within you, but you have to unlock them. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. So anytime that you ask, somebody else or a prophet of a religion, like let's say a pope or a priest, for the answers, I find that to be very ungodly. And that's just my personal opinion. So I think that in order for you to find the answers, you have to really master the mind. It is already within you. You just have to unlock it. And when you realize and when you can understand that, that is how manifestation works. So now I'm kind of remembering where I was going with this. When we were having this conversation, I was discussing with her, I want to say 2 years ago, before we opened up here at the gym that I am currently training at, I had this idea in my head. I don't know what it was, but I just had this idea in my head of, me walking around the gym, training clients with a smile on my face, wearing all black, looking sleek. I don't know what it was about all black. I think it's the aesthetic of our gym, but I just had this idea of the person it is that I looked at, or that I looked like, and how I was going to get to that point. Now where it is that I'm at, if any of y'all see me at work, I am exactly that person. But in order for me to have manifested that, I had to have put in the work in order to get to the point where it is that I'm at now. When it comes to manifestation, you cannot just say things without action. You cannot just say things without believing them. I am a firm believer that life is a video game, and it's up to you and how you play it, so that you can reap the rewards. You know what I'm saying? So that's just an example of how to manifest. If you can think it, why can't it happen? You know what I'm saying? With all the people in this life that have been successful, with all the people in our world that have been successful, that are millionaires, billionaires, whatever the case is, you really have to get inside your head and ask yourself, why can't that be me? If somebody else did it, why can't that be me? The way that I practice manifestation is I give myself a time period. Who is it that I want to be this time next year? How does this person look? What is he doing? How is he acting? How is he treating people? How is he treating himself? Okay, this is the things that I have, the materialistic things that I have. This is the amount of clients that I have, the amount of money that I have. What steps do I need to take in order to get to the point that this guy is at, right? That is my higher self. That is, and when I make these spiritual videos, y'all are gonna hear me say higher self a lot. That's something that I'll explain, and that's something that I'll discuss in another video, but that is my higher self. This version of me that I know I can obtain, and this version of me that I know I am capable of becoming is already there, but I just have to unlock him, and I have to do the things that he has already done. And I'm closing my eyes because I'm really feeling this shit. I have to do the things that he has already done in order to get to the point that he is at currently. That is my highest self, and that is how I manifest that version of me. Now, I've already done that. The person that I am today, a past version of me, wished that he was where I'm at today. Making these videos right now, a version of me wished that he was where I'm at, doing what I'm doing, sitting in front of this camera talking to y'all right now. This version of me, the present self of me, is currently doing these things. In a year from now, I'm not going to go over my goals completely, but I would like to be in a different position, in a better position. With this YouTube shit, with my content creating for, social media, with my clientele, with my physique, with my relationships, everything. That is something that I am going to now, after I make this video, I am going to meditate and think about. Like I said before, what is he doing? What has he done in order to be where it is that he is at? And I am imagining this version of me that already exists within another universe or within another timeline, but I have to tap into him and connect with him and understand what it is that he had to do and what it is that he had to sacrifice in order to get to the point that he is at currently. Wow, that is a lot. That calls for a sip of Gatorade and creatine. Now, that's gonna sound like some crazy even hearing myself, that's gonna sound like some crazy like hippie shit. Y'all have to understand the power of manifestation is real. Any version of you that you can think of already exists, but it's up to you in order to take yourself there. When you can understand that, and when you can truly comprehend and visualize that, there is no limit to the things that you can achieve. You know what I'm saying? You want to be whatever it is that y'all want to be, man. Y'all can be it, but it takes fucking work. It takes grit. It takes grind. It takes a version of you to truly believe that you can obtain this. No matter the naysayers, no matter who's telling you that it's not possible, no matter, this person in your ear, this person in your ear, this pops up, you have to see it through. That's crazy, because I'm looking at, watch, check this out. I got this as a gift, but this is the Flash, and it's him quite literally running through a timeline of different versions of himself. That's crazy. That's cool as hell. Forgot I had that. I was just looking at it, talking about that. I lost my train of thought again. But man, I wanted to bring that video to you guys now. This video started off with me talking about paying attention to your dreams, because a lot of times your dreams have messages, and you have to understand and you have to pay attention. If you are having trouble remembering your dreams, write them down immediately. There's times where I'll wake up in the middle of the night to pee, and I'll remember a dream, and I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's fucking I'm riding through a fucking unicorn, on a spaceship. Like, I don't care how crazy the dream is. I write it down and I try to apply it to my life. That dream is absurd, but y'all get what I'm saying. Anyways, if you were having trouble remembering your dreams, write them down as soon as you wake up, or put them in your notes. I have a whole file of notes in my phone of dreams, because they always come true for me. And if your dreams are coming true, that is a sign that you have already had a spiritual awakening, or you yourself are spiritually in tune, or your highest self is trying to speak to you through your dreams. If you have a dream about someone, check up on them. If you have a dream that... I'll give you all another quick example, and I'm going to end this video because I'm rambling. I had a dream that I was keeping wads of cash. I keep wads of cash, and then I'll go deposit it in the bank, and I'll put it in my savings account. I was keeping rolls of cash hidden, but not hidden too well. I had a dream that this money had disappeared. I shit y'all not. 2 days later, I come home from work and I had thousands of dollars missing. Thousands of dollars missing. Now, if I would have paid attention to that dream, in that dream I was thinking I was on some bullshit. I was thinking like, oh, I'm about to stumble upon a wad of cash, like some stupid like ego shit. But if I would have paid attention to that dream, I could have saved my own ass. Now, I still have not found who stole that money. There was multiple people that were here at my place, and that money disappeared, but I'm over it. I made a promise to myself that I was gonna boss up and make a shit ton more money, because that pissed me off. But anyways, if I would have paid attention to that dream, that dream was trying to tell me not to just fucking leave cash laying around. I didn't pay attention to that dream, or that money went missing, and it hurt me. You know what I'm saying? It's frustrating when you work so hard for something and to just have it taken from you by whoever. It fucking sucks. But that's just another example. Pay attention to your dreams, man. If you don't meditate, I suggest y'all meditate. I suggest y'all get in tune with yourself spiritually. I'll drop a video on that. I'm someone that is very spiritually in tune. I've been practicing, spirituality and meditation for years now. It's something that saved my life. Yeah, man. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Kind of took you guys everywhere with that, but I appreciate you guys watching the video. Thank you to those of you who listened to me the last video and subscribed to the channel. Leave a like, comment. Let me know if you guys have any questions towards spirituality, working out, anything, man. I plan to bring to this channel, I want to make people better, and especially men. I always say especially men, but especially men better financially, spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, everything. I plan to make y'all better. So if I can be of any help, if there's any videos or topics that y'all want to see me discuss, leave them in the comments. DM me on Instagram at I'm Tyrone. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Thank you.